my name's Nihilate, and welcome back to my long-term survival world. In today's episode, well, first of all, I'm going to start off by saying that I was going to start recording this a lot sooner than right now. It is currently Monday, November 11th. I wanted to post this video Tuesday, November 12th, but unfortunately, like about a week ago, I got sick and I have not been feeling well enough to sit down at the computer and record a video. But I'm here now, and this video might be a little bit shorter than usual, but the show must go on. Anyway, today we are going to do the outline for the mansion that I want to build right here at the end of this mega bridge that I recently finished. And before I do that, I wanted to start marking this out, and I was going to take stone and I was going to put it in the stone cutter and turn it into one of these, but I still think this is going to be a little bit too similar of a color than the rest of the stone in the area, and it's going to be difficult to see the outline if I do it in this block. I got all of these shulker boxes full of stone ready before doing this episode exactly a week ago. I did a live stream, but anyway, I'm going to take exactly 2 of these boxes and go and smelt them, and it should make, I forget the name of the block, but it should be a slightly different color, and it should be much easier to see. So I am going to go ahead and go over and put these in the furnaces, and after I put all those blocks in the furnaces, I'm realizing I need to come over here and I'm going to need to break this blob of stone. So I'm also going to grab a beacon, and this shouldn't take long to get rid of that. That way I have a little bit more surface to work with. But this area should work really nicely to put a mansion on top of. I am super excited to get started with this build. So if I real quickly just grab these 2 shulker boxes, I guess I will place one down here and one down here. And I'll just start grabbing this and putting it in the furnace to smelt. There should be enough lava in here, hopefully. There's not much in there, actually. I should grab some. And oh my gosh, I gotta make room. All of this copper. So I'm gonna temporarily put that copper in there, and we'll move that so that I can make room for these smooth stone. Smooth stone should be a much better block to do the outline with. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that all of this stuff gets smelted, and I guess it's good that I have an extra shulker box in my inventory because I'm going to need it for all of these copper ingots that I have. And I will then go back to the mansion area, and we'll demolish that little chunk of stone I was talking about. As you just saw by that time lapse, I did get rid of that blob of stone behind me already, and I also came back with 1 shulker box of smooth stone. I only waited for 1 shulker box worth of it to smelt, and while I'm doing the next parts, the rest of it will smelt, and then I'll have more smooth stone to work with. But anyway, the next part I need to do is I need to begin this outline, and it requires quite a bit of counting and a little bit of calculation, so I am going to do that. And in order to cut down on the number of time lapses in this video just a tiny bit, I am going to just see you back in 1 second. And just like that, now I have the start of the outline behind me. Now all I have to do is build up certain parts of this, and I want to just like go up in the sky for a second here to really show you how big I want this to be. It's gonna hang off of the edge a little bit over there, but that'll be just fine. I will build this up on the edges like this, and then there's going to be a second layer to the mansion with like a walkway around it, kind of like how my castle has a wall that I can walk around, but this won't be a wall. It'll be part of the build itself. So you'll be able to walk around on the second layer. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about a little bit more once I get this part built up. I'll probably just build up the very front here right now because I am running out of time for making this video. So I am going to go ahead and do a very quick time lapse of me doing just that. And I guess I will be right back. I am super excited for you guys to see more what this is going to look like because it's going to look so good at the end of this bridge. It doesn't look like much right now, but it is the start of a plan. I have to go ahead and copy this onto the other side here. That way I have the back and then connect these. And then another layer of more planning and outlines needs to go on the top. This is going to be a pretty big build, so it's going to take me quite a while to build it, but I am super happy with what I got done so far with the limited amount of time that I've had to record. I'm going to have to finish the outlining of this in a live stream. I like to do those on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. EST. If you're watching this video the day that it uploaded, it is Tuesday. So make sure you keep your eyes out for a live stream later tonight where I'm finishing the outline of this build. Anyway, I'm going to put this smooth stone back in this shulker box. It looks like I didn't need nearly this full shulker box, so I'm glad I didn't wait for that other one to smelt because, yeah, I am definitely running out of time. I got to get this video edited and I got to get it uploaded and make the thumbnail and all of that good stuff. But before I do that, I do want to talk a little bit about the block palette for this build. Let's go ahead and find a spot to sit down. Right over here should be a good spot. The block palette for the pavilion, over there we have coral blocks. I forget which exactly ones they are. They're the blue ones before they dry out. So we have those and tuff making up those pillars. It's kind of far over there, I know. But then also there's andesite and diorite making up the roof and the copper. It's one level oxidized copper. And I really like that, even though it's very basic. It doesn't really have much going on for it, but then the bridge has a similar block palette with there also being diorite and andesite in there. There's also calcite in the bridge and tuff. There's the coral blocks, and down there's even darker blocks. I'm thinking there should be some dark details on this mansion, but most of the walls should be white, like maybe like a whitish gray, so a mix of andesite and maybe something else, and like dark details with like deep slate, because that's what I have down there towards the bottom of the bridge. And of course, copper details are gonna go on the mansion. That is gonna look super duper cool next to the bridge and the pavilion, of course. And speaking of the bridge and the copper and the details, I need to wait for this to oxidize. I think I've mentioned this a couple of times, but I want this to be oxidized to this stage, all of the copper bulbs and the copper grates on the bridge. So once it eventually is all oxidized, I will come through here with a whole bunch of honeycomb and I'll probably just make it all this stage all at once. So that's gonna be a pretty fun future live stream. But anyway, With that all being said, and this first bit of the outline being done, I would like to thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon so that you never miss when I upload videos here on this channel. I'm sorry this one's a little bit shorter than usual, but again, like I said in the beginning of this video, I was sick. But yeah, I will see you all next time. Goodbye!